Hello. Today we are going to talk about sample space. Sample space is what number goes on the bottom of your fraction, right? Part on top for probability, totals on the bottom. And so far this week, all of the sample spaces have been really easy. We just called it the total number of possibilities. So if you roll a dice, there are 6 total possibilities because there's 6 sides of the dice. If you flip a coin, there are 2 total possibilities because there are 2 sides of a coin, right? If you're randomly drawing names out of a hat and you have 25 names in the hat, then there are 25 total possibilities. That's easy. That's perfect. That's your sample space for just a simple event. An event is something that happens, right? You roll a dice, you flip a coin, you draw a name. But not all events are simple like that. What if you want to flip a coin twice? Then how many total possible outcomes are there? How many total possible results are there? What if you roll 2 dice at the same time? Then how many total different possibilities could you get? What if you have 2 different hats full of a whole bunch of different names? Then what are your possibilities? So that's when finding possibilities gets a little bit more challenging. So I'm going to show you a couple of strategies for how to find the sample space or how to find that total when the answer is not just a simple I'm rolling the dice once and so the possibilities are 1 through 6. So let's start with flipping a coin because there's only 2 possibilities. If I flip a coin one time, flip my coin, then I have 2 possibilities. I'm going to make what is called a tree diagram. If I flip my coin one time, I either get heads or tails. That's if I flip it one time. So my sample space is what it's called, but again, I just call it the total sample space. So how many possible outcomes there are? Well, there's 2 possible outcomes, heads or tails. What if I pick up that coin and I flip it again? Well, now I have another set of heads or tails. Either I rolled heads the first time, and now my second flip, sorry, I said roll, my second flip, I got either heads or tails again. Or I got tails the first time, and now my second flip, I'm either getting heads or tails. So now suddenly I have a lot more possible outcomes. I could have gotten heads and then heads. I could have gotten heads and then tails. I could have gotten tails and then heads, or I could have gotten tails and then tails. So there were a total of 4 possible outcomes. What if I flip it a third time? Whoosh. And I could have gotten heads or tails, and I could have gotten heads or tails. And I could have gotten heads or tails. I could have gotten heads or tails. Could have gotten heads or tails. Whoa, never mind. That one's not one. Sorry about that. So then my total sample space or the total number of outcomes I could have had is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.